On to the next one here. And this is another one for the starting job. And this is another one that's actually a little bit of a microcosm of the right guard situation that we just talked about. And that's the center. You have Jalen Sundell, Coda Kid, out there against Olu Oluwatimi, the Remington Award winner, best lineman in college football. A guy cut from the Haynes cloth, started all these games in college football, ready made to be a pro, they said, should hit the ground running. Like Haynes, first year, wasn't really ready to hit the ground running. Comes back last year, kind of starts to round into shape a little bit better. Now, not dominant, not, I would say even really good, but approaching into sort of a middle of the road status as far as centers go in this league, you betcha. Absolutely. But like with Haynes, what stands out with him is he is a bit more of the technician based in his approach. He can operate within the move-based system. He can do that type of stuff, but he is a guy that is going to get the job done with his brain more than he's going to try to be getting it done with his brawn or his athleticism. He's average probably as a center in his ability to move around. So not as much that pure fit to this system that loves athletic centers, which brings us over to Jalen Sundell. Jalen Sundell is very athletic. He can move. Go back and watch the Zach Charbonnet run against the Green Bay Packers. I think that was the one time Grubb ran in that game. Was that one of 2 or 3 times Grubb ran in that game? I think that was three. I'm probably overstating it with 2. It was one of 3 rushing attempts in the Green Bay Packer football game where Zach Charbonnet busted out on that gap run that we had so much success with on the back half that Grubb just refused to keep running. And you saw Sundell out front on that play. He's the guy out there rolling that thing out there as the lead dog on that train, and that's the center pulling out in front, getting way down the field 20, 25 yards, and that's what he's got in his bag, athleticism. And it's something that this scheme does love to lean into. So while Olu Oluwatimi becomes a bit of that safe harbor, much like Haynes becomes a bit of your safe harbor if you can't get the freak show to go, I think it's a bit of the same thing here. Coaching staff, I think if you put him under a polygraph, would like to have Sundell out there, or at least Clint Kubiak, have Sundell out there if he can get the job done in other ways, like in pass protection, for instance, to the way that they know that Olu Oluwatimi will. Because Olu Oluwatimi will be pretty solid for you in pass pro. You're going to have a hard time getting around him. He's very smart. He stunts, blitzes, that type of stuff. He's on it. So, there is that part of it too that he brings. And again, just an interesting battle because you have a dichotomy of 2 different type of players. And we'll see a lot about how the coaching staff wants to lean on these kind of players by sort of who they pick. Maybe also on top of it, though, can be just one of these guys just jumps up and they just take it. They go saying the job's going to be mine. I want this. I've been busting my ass all off season. I walk into camp and there's going to be no denying that I'm going to be the guy to be the lead dog. That's what we'd all like to see here, isn't it? With his offensive line, just that alone. Just give me the center and the guard. One of you guys just did one of those Rocky montage off seasons, I'm the tiger. Down there in the basement just doing push-ups. I don't know, whatever they had to do. Just somebody please this year give us some legitimacy at the offensive line position.